Hey guys,
I'm Jerry.
I'm Sierra.
We're ladies.
And we tangent. Hell.
What's up, everyone? Hello.
Here we are.
Here
We've
we are.
done
Here we
it.
are.
I'm hyper aware that my hair probably looks like doo-doo pants, but it's okay.
You know how I know you're hyper aware of your hair? It's because you are completely unaware of how loud that toilet is right now.
Should I go shut the door?
I think it'll stop at some point.
Should we wait? There it
There
is.
it goes. When it stops, man, it stops.
It really is just fucking, you're done.
Yeah.
You're done. You're done with this. The reason why I wasn't paying attention to that, honestly, was because normally I let it simmer in the pot.
The pee?
Yeah, but it smelled like asparagus.
Oh.
Sorry.
Yeah. Yeah, if it's yellow, let it mellow kind of thing.
Always. And Corey's like,
Heard.
it's going to stain our toilet bowls. I was like, please. We clean our toilets. It's fine.
Sometimes I do that in the middle of the night because the bathroom's in between my son's rooms.
I do always
so
in
loud.
the middle of the night because we share, my bathroom shares a room with my room and my daughter sleeps in there and I'm like, I'm not fucking waking her up.
My period post IUD was so heavy and my kids were...
Oh no.
I always forgot. And so my kids would go to use the bathroom and then they're like, Mom, why is there blood in the toilet? And I was like, I've explained periods to
I've
you.
explained to periods about you.
I've explained it to period. Why don't you get it?
Yeah, that doesn't happen to me.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, I do know.
I get that. What?
Brady wants to know if we want beers.
I mean, we wouldn't hate him. We're having a silly, goofy episode.
Well, it was also very weird saying Brady and not Alex.
The cat's out of the fucking bag, you sons of bitches. For the ones that have us on Instagram. If you don't have us on Instagram, you should go at us on Instagram, not Ladies and Tangents, our personal ones, because that's where we drop the tea, okay? So if you're behind, you're like, wait a minute, I'm confused. What is she talking about? Add us on Instagram.
If you guys are curious who Alex is no one. Alex was a pseudonym that was created so that I could still share stories about my life without outing the fact that I'm dating Corey's brother.
It's true.
And
I want everyone to know I had a little bit of a part in this, but not a lot. The smallest.
Okay. I was going back and forth about whether or not I would tell the story because people were like, what's the story?
We don't have to make it a big thing because I think we are going to reel back on sharing a lot of our personal lives just because of things that have happened. And
Yeah. But I do think it's kind of funny because honestly, this all started as a joke.
It really did.
Started as a joke. The first weekend that I didn't have my boys, Sierra was like really rallying and trying to get me out of my house and trying to get me, distracted.
She was sad.
Good and distracted. And so I was over at her house.
And I've been there before.
For a hot tub night.
We did, yeah.
And Corey lives there as well. And his brother came to visit him.
Who was also going through a breakup.
He had just gotten back from seeing a girl. He was hanging out with someone.
Yeah. So it was not even a fucking trying to hook them up thing.
No. I drunkenly was like, you're a farm boy. You want to tend my land? I got this land that I don't know what to do with it. And now I'm doing it all alone. So why don't you and your girl that you were just hanging out with come and live with me and you can take care of my land? And he's like, that sounds like a sweet deal.
Hey,
and I was like, yep.
Do you stand by that?
Do I stand by that?
Yeah.
You know what's funny is his dad the other day was like, so why do you have to break up with her then if you said that in the first place? I go, I didn't tell him to break up with her.
That wasn't on me.
Yeah, he made a decision. And Susan goes, that's because he's a good boy.
Yeah, he is.
But anyway, it was just a silly joke because that's Corey's brother. What the fuck? And then he ended up going to our Columbus show.
Yeah. Again, people were like, oh, we see that like there's a pseudonym here. So Sierra's saying Corey was really into Jerry singing, but she means Brady. No,
it was Corey.
It was 100% Corey. I was third wheeling with the two of them.
Yeah.
And all those throuple jokes, again, there was nothing going on except the fact that us three were hanging out a lot to try to make Jerry feel better.
Well, and there was also like an element of I didn't want to be alone for certain reasons. And so they were spending a lot of time at my house.
Yes.
And so, yeah, I didn't, all of those, if we said Corey, we meant Corey.
Yeah, we did.
But Brady drove. He was the DD for his mom and his
purely coming
aunt
down
and
to
Corey.
just, like, support me.
Well, I found out he had a crush.
Well, sure, but I mean, it was because his mom was coming down to support me. No offense.
So he told me that he had a crush, and I was like, "What is wrong with you?" And
while he was talking to another girl.
So, but when they got up on stage, because I had just had that jokey conversation with him, I said, "Sierra, you stand by your husband. I'll stand by mine. Come here, babe." And then that's why I was standing next to him. Nothing happening. Still. 2 days later, it's his birthday. Mm-hmm. Sierra says, "Oh, it's Brady's birthday. I wonder if they're going to do something later." I said, "Oh, it's his birthday? Let me text him." So she gives me his number, and I say, "Happy birthday, babe," with,
again, just all innocent jokes.
Calculator boobs. Because I thought it would be funny because I knew that he didn't have my number.
Yeah.
And he was like, "Thanks. Who is this?"
What is this? What is happening?
What is this?
What is? Oh, if you don't know, that's a new thing that my daughter's doing where everything that happens, she goes, "What is this?"
And so he responded. He was like, "Thanks. Who is this?" And I said, "If you can guess, I'll send you the real thing." And he grabbed his mom's phone and I guess typed it in. And he was like, "I knew it was Jerry." And so what I did is I typed in the real thing on Google, and it's a band from the 70s.
Yes.
And so I took a screenshot of that and sent it back to him. And the rest is history, I guess. So
what are you going to do?
So we found out today at lunch that Brady was actually the DD.
He was my chauffeur for my first date, and I was accidentally the chauffeur for his.
We technically didn't have our first date until the day after the Nashville show.
Yeah.
But
I was there for that too.
I thought it was very funny that Corey took me to Menards one day and was helping me get cameras and getting locks and stuff for my house. And I was like, I just want someone who can be there with me and can like protect me and also like stand up for me and kind of like be my support.
Yeah.
And he was like, "Well, you have me." And I go, "Yeah, but I want them to love me."
Yeah.
And he's like, "Well, I do love you." And I go, "No." And he goes, "Oh, you want it to be hot?"
Yeah.
And I was like, "Yeah,
he's like,
do."
"That can't be me. Sorry."
And he's like, "No, not me." And then it ended up being his brother.
Which it is his younger brother. Everybody keeps thinking that it was the brother that I was saying I had a crush on. Absolutely not. No offense. He's fine, but he was a baby. So he was a child. And I didn't mean him.
Yeah.
So sorry.
Anyway, what are you going to do?
He's a great guy, though. I would say he is. I mean, I'm close with all of his brothers. That's why people were like, someone said, I couldn't tell because Jerry would talk about Alex and Sierra wouldn't say anything. And I was like, oh, Sierra really doesn't like Alex. And the problem was I just know him so well. And like, he is literally my family. So I was like, if I say anything, there was one thing I said people caught on to.
Yeah.
So I was like, I have to just give
nothing.
Zero. I have to give nothing. I have to just be like, because I couldn't tell what Jerry wanted me to do. I was trying very hard to like go by her.
Follow my lead.
Yes. But then you would just throw things out and I was like, what are we doing? Hold on. Wait. This isn't what you said pre-show. And I don't know what I'm supposed to do. Yeah. Am I supposed to react? Should I act like I don't know what the fuck you're talking about? I'm not good at lying. I'm terrible at keeping secrets. This is not good.
Yeah. And that was something that like was also on the forefront of my mind was this is kind of pathetic, but I cried when we were in Florida because he and I were just texting, getting to know each other because, oh my God.
Our beers are here.
He's here.
Oh, embarrassing. Thank you. What a guy. What a guy. Hell yeah, brother. Were those from the ones did I leave those at your house, I wonder?
No, he just went and got those.
No, but these.
Yeah, he just went to like a...
Oh, I thought you had them at your house.
No, I think he just went and got these.
At the store.
I think so, because where would he have gotten the thing?
Yeah, you're right.
He just did a pick 6.
Pick 6.
What a man.
Cutie.
I actually am going to have a mom water.
Do it. Reminds me of Tor.
I don't know what that's what it was. I was just talking to him when we were in Florida, and you were in the shower, and I started to cry because
Corey was with us on the Florida tour.
I said, Corey, I think I really like your brother. And I'm getting to know him as Brady and not as Corey's little brother.
Yes.
And I don't know what to do because he's so special to you and like you.
Yeah,
like
I've known
both
him
Corey and
for
Sierra.
almost 7 years. So
And I have so much love and respect for Corey's family in general that I was like, I realize where I'm at right now in life, and this just feels insane.
Right.
But I don't know that I've ever met someone who is just so kind,
very, very
genuine,
sweet, very kind.
And I was shocked at how much we had in common.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh no.
This is a problem.
No, I thought it was a joke. I thought we were just having a silly, goofy
Which
time.
we all thought as well. There was a bit of because people were like, oh, I bet Sierra is like so excited, blah, blah, blah. There was a moment where I was like, uh-oh. I don't know how I feel about this. And only because I was like, this could either be awesome or it could be really,
the worst
really
thing that's ever
bad.
happened.
Really, really bad.
Yeah.
And I'm protective of both of these people in very different ways. And I got very scared. So
yeah. Well, I almost in the beginning broke up with him.
I know.
Just because I was like, I can't put Sierra in this position. I can't. I was like, hey, I think that we call it. We do a fist bump and we're like, I'll see you at Sawyer's birthday, I guess.
Yeah.
But it was like, I can't. Sierra's life is going so well. She's so happy and she's so healthy and she has so many wonderful things. For me to basically tornado my way into her happy feels so fucking wrong and selfish.
No, you're fine.
But also, I really like you.
Hey, I'm just along for the ride at this point. I'm having a good time.
where we're at now, I think is good.
Yeah. 100%.
Everyone's in a good
Yeah. Everybody
place.
Seems very. I think it's mellowed out, and we'll just.
We're along for the ride, Ski.
Yeah, it's all good things.
It's all gravy, baby.
It's all gravy, baby. However, do you know what's not gravy? Pulling away from this. I've been so sad.
Why?
Well, here's the thing. I'm going to be vulnerable with you all because I feel like I can.
If I may.
If I must. I think that I had, if I'm going to psychoanalyze myself, I think there was a really high that we experienced and then it ended. And I was like, there was such a rush of relief from being home. But then like it was stagnant.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, I feel sad again.
Well, if you think about it, that was really your first experience, like getting out of this town.
Yes. And like
a lot.
And there were so many things during tour that I faced and like fears that I faced head the fuck on and conquered. And I was so proud of myself and also so like excited that I was able to do those. And then it was like done.
Yeah.
The fact that it was over so abruptly and then even though a part of me was like looking forward to it because I'm like, I can't wait to just relax at home. And then I was like, oh my God, I just have to be home all the time.
But isn't that how it is? It's like you don't know what you got till it's gone.
Truly.
They paved paradise, told you stay at home. Tour's done.
Yes. So I've been in a little bit of a let me lay in my bed and be sad. And Corey, as my husband now, is like, I know this pattern. Absolutely not. We're going to get you the fuck out of this. So we've been like, he's been honestly torturing me. He's been making me go on walks with him every day. I have to be in the sunshine. It's so annoying.
I just want to rot. Let me rot.
Please, just let me rot in my bed like a vampire. And he's like, no, we're going to get out into the fresh air. So it's been good, but a little bit of me has still been like, and I could tell that I'm over analyzing everything about my appearance and looks and everything, but also like today was Noah's last day of 6th grade and I sobbed. I've probably cried like 6 times today. Because he came, I went and picked him up afterwards. I have just a regular playlist playing like I do every single time I'm in the car waiting. He gets in the car and immediately the song switches over and it's We Found Love. I'm not even fucking kidding. And if you know the importance of We Found Love, that is when Noah was a newborn baby. He was colicky as fuck, and I could not get him to stop crying, except for if I played We Found Love loud as hell fuck and patted his butt to the beat of it. Is the only thing that would calm him. Truly, I would drop him off at babysitters, and I'm like, he's gonna cry. You have to play We Found Love.
Yes.
Download it now onto your phone because that's what you have to listen to on repeat.
I remember I put it on one time, and you go, no, louder. It has to be as loud as you can make it.
Put it by here. Loud, and then put his head here and then tap his butt to the beat, and it has to be like he'll fall asleep, and people are like, no, he won't. I'm like, I promise he will. Anyways,
it makes me so sad to see you imitating what you had to do, knowing
he's taller than me now.
Yeah,
it's fine. I'm fine. Everything is fine. It also doesn't help that like 7th grade was my hardest year at school.
Yeah.
I truly feel like 6th grade, you still have a little bit of like, you're still a kid from elementary school.
It's not fully clicked off yet.
But like 7th grade is it. And like he had a rough last half. I don't want to blast him because people are like, you don't post about him as much and you don't. There's a reason that I don't. And like, it's just because I just know this time of his life is already so hard. I wouldn't want him subject to the internet, even though you're all so lovely. There could be one person that's
but you can't control who has access to it.
Exactly. At that point. And like, he's already going through a lot at school. So like, oh, it's just been tough. I'm just having a tough time knowing how to deal with that because I just want to protect him.
Yeah.
And I want to stand up for him. But there was one kid that was really fucking picking on him. I think I talked about it. I touched on it like a little bit. And he said the second to last day of school, he just like slammed his fucking fist down on the thing and was like, I'm done. I've had it. Came home to me and he's like, Mom, I'm sad because my friends saw me get angry. And I was like, I'm proud of you. You did a good thing. You need to stand up for yourself. And I know you hate getting angry and you don't like to feel like you exploded in any way, but like that was necessary. You took a year's worth of shit and then you stood up for yourself. So I'm not going to be mad at you. If I hear from a teacher or anybody, because he knows I know so many teachers that work there and they can like get back to me. I'm like, just know you're not in trouble here. If anything, I'm very proud of you for standing and I'll back you if they come to me.
Because he's doing what you never did for yourself.
Exactly. And I was so fucking proud of him. I was like, hey, truly, you have to tell them how you feel because they will not stop. And of course, they did the classic bully move, which was, whoa, why are you freaking out, dude? We were just having fun. We're just having fun. We're just playing around with you. And now you're being so serious about it.
Not
That's
me.
what I said to him. I go, who's having fun in that moment? Make him feel like you feel in that moment. Make him feel uncomfortable because that's how he's made you feel all year.
Right.
I totally support you.
Yeah.
So I didn't mean to fucking go all, but that's how I've just been like mama bear mode this last week, and it's got me in my feelings.
I feel that because I've been when I'm alone, my brain gets to going, and like every decision that I've made, I back myself. I support. I wouldn't do anything differently.
Yeah.
However, I don't like being wrong, and I don't like feeling like I made a decision under, like, without all the information, or like I had bad information or something, and all that means is just someone is making me question myself and my reality and my experiences, and so I'm trying to like justify things to myself. All that to say, I had a moment of clarity today where I was like, you know what? If I want to be a cycle breaker, then that doesn't necessarily come easily.
No, it doesn't.
Like, because certain cycles need to be shattered.
Yes. And that's what Noah, I said to him, because he's like, I could just tell people, like, my friends around the table were looking at me like they were like, whoa, Noah, what's up? And I was like, the thing is, though, you can either be a people pleaser and have that like shatter you in certain ways, or you can stand up for yourself.
Right.
And as much as I want you to get along with people, I want people to like you.
Right.
I also want you to back yourself. You have to back yourself.
Well, and also all of your friends, to believe that none of them are also going to experience some kind of bullying, ignorant.
And his friends were the true ones were so cool about it and also understood.
He set an example then for them.
He did.
This is what you're going to do. You're going to stand up for yourself, and you have me backing you as well.
Yes.
So, and that's what I tell myself when I am questioning things in this new life that I'm living.
It's so hard.
It's like, you know what? No.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what this is going to look like because I've never walked this path before, and I don't have that many people who I've witnessed walk this path, at least close to me.
Yeah, it's like me.
Right.
It's like the only one, really.
And even then it was kind of, it's different.
We definitely weren't as close as we are now when I was going through it happening.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. And like the only divorces that I knew about, I was too young to really understand what was going on.
Sure.
And it's also different now. And like, I'm having to tell myself, you know what? No, I don't know what this fully looks like.
Right.
But I know what it would have looked like had I not.
Right.
And that's not so great.
Right.
So
right.
At least it's different.
Yeah.
And I hope that for myself, for my kids, and honestly for their dad, that, you know, he is now in a better position for himself and is able to show up for them in a different way than maybe would have elsewhere.
Well,
but sometimes it's also just in my head.
It is what it is.
Yeah. Anyways,
all that to say that I thought that we needed a silly, goofy episode.
We needed to pick me up.
We really did. And somebody said on our Ladies and Fangens page, and I wish I could give you credit, and I'm so sorry that I can't.
Someone just said the Parsons are going for L&T world domination. I told Sierra, I was like, hey, we came into this world with the same last name.
We'll leave this
world with the same last name.
I swear to God.
That's jumping several chapters ahead.
It really is.
However,
it's
funny to say.
It's fun to think about, okay? In a silly, goofy world, in a silly, goofy time. Where the hell?
I did a quick search on the Fangens page, and I can't find it.
I tried to do. I can't find where you are. Out yourself now.
Yeah.
Do it in the comments or wherever you like to fucking...
Out yourself.
Yeah. Somebody said in the Ladies and Fangens on Facebook group, I think that you guys, if you haven't seen it, there's an Am I the Asshole Sims Reddit. And you should go through the thread and read the post. And it's just funny.
Yeah.
If you don't know what the Sims are, what the fuck are you doing here?
What are you even doing?
No, I'm just kidding. It is a video game-ish that's basically, it's a simulation, so you can...
Yeah, a life simulation game.
Yeah, you can play people. It's kind of like the game Life, the board game,
you
but
just
like
play God.
So interactive. Yeah, you're God to all these people. Mm-hmm. And a lot of people play it in like fun ways that is real to life, and other people get really unhinged with it. And the rules are there are no rules. So like... When we were playing ours and we were being a little bit of a cheater pumpkin eater.
Yeah.
Spoiler! I'm not going to say that.
We did cheat.
Yeah.
We did cheat in the first episode.
Right. You already saw that. And potentially there's a sequel coming. Who knows?
There definitely is. It's been recorded. And when I tell you, we thought we knew how it was going to go.
We didn't.
But
and it played out very different.
Very differently.
Anyways, obviously that's not who we are as people, so that's why this game is so fun, because you can really just fucking unleash your inner demons.
You know what's funny is someone was like, I wish Jerry would have explored a little bit more, and once she got out of her marriage, and I was like, listen, you can take me out of a marriage, but you cannot take the monogamy out of me.
I was like the monog.
It's monogamy.
This bitch is monogamous.
I am. I am really a serial monogamous.
I don't know that I've ever known you to not have a like love interest for longer than you've never been single for like longer than a couple months, maybe.
No. And what's funny is
you're that type of bitch.
What's funny is this was my attempt. I was like, this will be a fun thing. This will be a not serious thing.
We should have all known.
Whoops.
It's who she is.
I tripped and fell.
I tripped and fell for him. All right. Here we go.
Head over feet.
Am I the asshole for wanting my husband to stay dead? Here we go.
I keep forgetting it's The Sims, and I was like, damn, ow.
It's really funny because it says, I, Alex Moyer, young adult female. Recently moved into a tiny duplex apartment. The landlord, young adult male, lived in the apartment next to me, which led to him visiting me much more frequently than his other tenants at his other rentals. Our relationship quickly grew over a few days until he proposed and we eloped immediately. We went on our honeymoon and I got pregnant. Then, while when he was fixing... I have a fucking story about preganonite, and I'll tell you about it in a minute.
That scared me.
Hello. Then, while he was fixing all the electronics in the duplex, he gets electrocuted and dies.
Sims be dying by electrocution so
really
often.
Easily.
Grow up.
So easily. Makes me not want to fix a fucking thing. I tried to plead with the Grim Reaper, but started crying on my way there, which gave the Reaper enough time to reap his soul.
Oh,
I understandably moved into a blue suburban single-bedroom home with the money I made from selling the duplex. All of a sudden, he shows up as a ghost and is resurrected in front of me? ? So, of course, I lock him in the pool.
You get in the pool and you don't get out.
You're scaring me, ghost. My neighbors heard him screaming while they were visiting, and now they're saying forbidden words at me and demanding I tear down the fence I put around the pool. Would I be the asshole if I didn't? The comment said... You're the asshole. I didn't even read the post. I just hate your guts, Alex Moyer. I think that Alex Moyer is one of the townie Sims. Is it? Yeah. Go get eaten by a cow plate, you stupid ass immortal Sim.
Oh my God.
Yes, you're the asshole, Miss Immortal. Leave these people alone. And then this one says, you're not the asshole. You've moved on and the screaming will stop soon enough. If the neighbors don't get over it, they can get in the pool too.
Get the hell in.
Get the hell in. Someone said, I have to read the name of the subreddit first. I love the people that just get on. Well, I'm on Facebook and I have so many fucking groups. You know, you all know I love a fucking Facebook group. Like, it's my fucking job. But the amount of Sims Facebook groups I'm in that I forget that I'm in. And so when I'm just scrolling, I'm like, my baby got taken by CPS. What do I have to do to get it back? And I'm like, what?
In the Sims. In the Sims.
It's Sims 4. Oh, it's a Sims group. Okay. And that was it. What do you think? Are they the asshole?
So they're a ghost? They put a ghost in the pool?
The husband is the ghost.
And the ghost is in the pool?
I will say, based on The Sims alone, the ghosts are really fucking annoying.
They're so annoying.
Dude, they wreck your fucking shit. They
honestly.
come back to haunt your shit.
And they break it.
And it's like,
they will jump inside your fridge and it'll just like broken.
Get out. Now I have to fix it. And what if I die of electrocution, you son of a bitch?
That sounds like premeditated Meldale.
However, I did on my legacy one with Elle, and her mother was Layla. She had her parents, Lucas and Melissa. That's it. Those were the grandparents. They started the entire legacy challenge that I was doing. Also, here's the thing I might say to you right now. I think I might stream The Sims a little bit.
Do it.
I have that desk down there, and I bought a webcam and a mic, and I was like, do I just fuck around and stream once or twice a week?
You should.
But I need people's input. Where do I do it? Twitch?
Probably.
TikTok? YouTube? There's so many different ones.
I think you can connect it so that it's streaming in multiple places at once.
Well, the problem is if you do Twitch, you can't. You have to sign like a thing saying you won't stream anywhere else but Twitch. You can't like co-stream if you do Twitch, which is why people do like TikTok plus YouTube plus other places.
Oh.
Anyways, if you all know and you want to tell me, let me know. But I would love to do more challenges like that and also have you on, obviously, whenever you're free. But the legacy one that I did and I started with, the grandparents died because I was, and you might see it too if we continue with this series. I have the aging turned on, so like people are just dying naturally. I never fucking do that, but it happened. So it was really hard to let them go, but I did. However, I kept their graves in the backyard, but they would come back as ghosts, and then they would like be parenting my child. They would be like,
would they be able to hold the baby?
Yes. They would be like picking my baby. They'd be playing with the baby. They'd be talking to the kids. But then they'd also be wrecking my shit. And I'm like, I don't understand what your deal is. Why are you fucking with my stuff, also taking care of my kids?
I think the ghost, that sounds like gaslighting. I think it's ghostlighting is what it is. I think that the ghost is the asshole. And I think that you are completely justified by trapping them in that pool.
I agree. Your landlord sounds like a dick.
Your husband.
Who was also your landlord. Seems like a power imbalance.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Right there.
I haven't read this one, so this is just a fun one for me and you to read together. Am I the asshole for flirting with my fiance's friend in front of him? Here we go. I, young adult female, and am engaged to Cameron, young adult male.
Okay.
Cameron invited his friend Akira, whom I had never met before, to stay overnight without asking me. I fucking hate this shit that's like, do you want to stay the night with us? And then they'll bring like a bag. That's what my...
Hey, I'm coming over and it's like, and I'm staying.
Why?
No.
Who? For days.
I didn't invite you. I don't have anywhere for you to sleep.
Where the fuck are you
What's the plan here?
You're just going to be up and I don't have any control over you.
None.
Because I'm not your god at this point, and that's frustrating. During a thunderstorm with his entire family, 4 people in total, in our small 1-bedroom, 1-bath, well, 2 if you count the bush outside.
And I do.
House that is located in the center of a small pond. Oh, and did I mention that I'm pregnant?
Oh, pregante.
Pregante. I had a fucking thing to tell you and then I forgot. Well, we'll do it after this. There's
we'll
going to be so
never
many
do it.
pregante nights in this whole episode. Anyways, I go along with this because I'm adventurous and frankly, I don't have a choice. All goes well. Cameron's friends' kids. Oh my God, the kids are there too? Jesus.
Oh no.
Cameron's friends' kids are actually pretty cool, although Akira's wife is kind of cold to me. We're having breakfast and I just engage in a little harmless flirting with Akira. I mean, let's be honest, he's cute and I'm horny. They get flirty so quick.
They really do.
They see a hot sim, immediately flirty.
They're giving birth, immediately flirty.
Darsh is hot. That hot doctor, I'm horny for you.
That hot darster. Horny.
So good. I'm literally pregnant with his child and Akira's wife is in the other room for heaven's sake. But Cameron loses his shit. He immediately suggests the personality trait shift to jealous, which the creator denies because that seems a little dramatic.
Truly.
I love when they call themselves the creator.
Yeah.
But Cameron doesn't stop there. He goes downstairs into the bathroom and I try to hash it out a little with him. I was just having a bit of harmless fun and it's not like I was the one who invited these people over. But Cameron immediately...
If you're going to invite people over, I'm going to flirt with them.
What do you want?
Yeah.
You know who I am. You know who
now
you're
I'm
married.
Sims lighting you.
But Cameron immediately says, I don't like conflict.
Fair.
Okay. But what a hypocrite, because he immediately starts arguing with Akira with zero prompting, insulting him for, quote, hitting on his fiance. Excuse me, I was hitting on him. He just responded out of kindness.
You misogynist, yell at me.
Fight me about it.
Yeah.
Oh my God. That reminds me that I was watching Abby's stream and she did Love Island. Did I tell you that? Well, Love Island ended. We picked a winner. It was my favorite fucking series. She has the whole series on her YouTube, but now she's doing a Bachelor series. I've never watched The Bachelor. This makes me want to watch it because it is so fucking funny.
It's wild.
So, Tinkerbell was on.
Of course she was.
And Tinkerbell kept fist fighting people because she's a little fiery bitch.
Yeah, of course she
kept
is.
fist fighting girls in the house. And then finally we all fucking voted her out. We were like, Tink, you got to fucking go.
Tink.
So Schrumple, who is Shrek's... It's from the Shrekiverse. Schrumple is Shrek's grandson. He is
Schrumpelstiltskin, I'm assuming.
That's it. It's
Yes.
with Rumpelstiltskin.
Of course.
So it's his daughter Farqueefa's and Rumpelstiltskin.
That's my other
son.
So you guys know how one of my vocal sims is look at that horse, look at that horse, look at that horse. My other one is Lord Farquaad.
I
keep going around going Lord Farquaad.
So Farqueefa. Queequee, She and Rumpelstiltskin had a baby, Schrumple. There's a whole lore around Schrumple. However, now he's the Bachelor because we didn't really get time with him in the Shrekiverse. Now he's the Bachelor.
Now he's getting his main character.
So he goes out to tell Tink, like, I'm sorry, you've been voted off. Let's just be friends. She fucking just starts wailing. Just beats the shit.
She's like, matter of fact, Frumple, you can also get it.
And she beats the shit out of him.
Oh my
the way that I was watching it on the stream, and I was like, ow! Oh! Go ahead, Tink. Go ahead, Tink. She got his ass. And then she leaves.
Tinky likes me.
Tinky likes me. And then she leaves like this. With a little smirk, she beats his ass, and then she's like, bye.
Absolutely.
Sometimes I think
that's the only way to leave.
I think they are
sentient.
I think they're sentient. It freaks me the fuck out.
I've been thinking a lot about that because I just watched. So Plumbella is one of the Simmers that I watch.
Yeah.
She just put out a 4-hour long video explaining the Sims iceberg. And I'm so heavily invested in this.
The Sims iceberg?
Yes. So there's like stuff that most people know.
Oh.
Yeah. And then like other theories and lore and stuff.
Because that's the thing. There's lore. All the townie Sims, there is lore with all of them.
That's why when she goes, I'm a whore for lore, I'm like, I fucking love that.
Same.
She used to have merch that said it, and I don't...
I want it back.
I want it. I missed an opportunity to get it.
Yeah. Okay, I'm sorry.
But one of the theories is that there was one Sim who is aware that he was being controlled, and that was his villain origin story.
Oh my god,
I know.
That's so good. I need to watch that. Okay. Cameron doesn't stop there. He goes downstairs in the bathroom, and I try to hash it out with him. I was just having a bit of harmless fun, and it's not like I was the one who invited these people over. Okay, wait. We got it.
Mm-hmm.
Insulting him for hitting on his fiance. Okay, here we go. Excuse me, I was hitting on him. He just responded out of kindness. But I digress. Before I know it, Akira and Cameron are in a full-blown fight. Punching, hitting. It just doesn't stop. It's a little ironic because Akira and Cameron met on fight day.
Fight day?
You know there's fucking fight day? There is like a national fight day, and you can go and you can get in fights with people.
And it's like required, and you get like a boost for it.
You do get a boost, and then you can like make up with them after fight. I fight with my spouse on fight day. It's really fun. But that's when I fought with Thomas at the fucking county fair on fight day. Me and Thomas got into a fucking fist fight.
As you should.
Because he's such a fucking bitch. You want to talk about a townie who's a fucking bitch? Thomas, you fucking bitch. Also, Brett and Brant, the gay couple that live together.
Mm-hmm.
Let me just tell you, they're not fully gay because my girl Sims have fucked them multiple times, have gotten to thruples with them, but they're very committed. They'll never leave the other.
No, they did.
Yours did?
They did.
But mine made beautiful babies.
I think.
Beautiful babies.
I think Brant left and was with Dee's Signer, which someone was like, hey, did we forget about Dee? I sure did until you brought it back up.
I sure did.
Yeah.
Well, I was going to say because Abby has a Pixarella.
Mm-hmm.
She's got Shrek has two brothers, Shrock and Snarl. Snarl is a drag queen.
I love that.
And also an interior designer.
Fun.
So they just went on a interior designer thing with Snarl, and I was like, this is some shit we should do with you with one of my Sims.
It's
or
fun.
Whatever, because I feel like you would fucking...
It is
for our
fun.
Patreon, because people were so mad at us. They're like, what the fuck is this extra shit on the Patreon? I was like, no. We're going to give you free stuff, but Patreon is going to get extra. So maybe that could be like an extra little fun thing you do where you have like an interior designer Sim and we have a full storyline for them on the Patreon.
Hell yeah.
I'm there for that.
Because it is fun gameplay because you have to there's certain prompts that you have to do and talk to the Sims and learn their likes and dislikes, and then they like grade you.
Yes. So we have our Sims family and Elle and Layla and Jill and all them, but you saw when we went to the wedding, or did we? You don't know. She has an uncle, Jalen, and Jalen has a wife, and she has no job. Maybe we make her, and then we play with their family on the Patreon a little bit. So it's like a little bit of extra lore in that world. Yeah, let's do that.
Cool.
Okay. Anyways, Akira and Cam met on fight day. Okay, I was like, how did we get here? But at that time, it was just a friendly fight, like they all are on fight day.
Like they all are.
Not this one. I thought they would kill each other. Anyways, Kira and his family are still here for some reason. I have no problem with him, but Cameron is still mad as heck. I hope Cameron gets over this soon because the baby is coming any moment. I don't think I did anything wrong, but am I the asshole? Cameron and Akira now despise each other, and they were buddies before this. I hate to think a bit of harmless flirting may have broke up a budding friendship.
Well, I do think that I shouldn't have said to fight you. I forgot you were pregnant.
Oh, yeah.
Don't punch a pregnant person.
Don't slap the pregnant girl.
Yeah. I mean, define flirting, because in my mind, if you were just interacting with him,
because if you're complimenting their outfit
and it was perceived as flirting, but it wasn't intended, the only reason I'll say that maybe you are the asshole is because you kind of said that you intended to flirt.
That's true. But we're all just trying to spice up life.
Aren't we?
Because
Aren't we?
What are you going to do when your friend invites his friend?
You're going to flirt with them?
Or your husband invites your... Well, I'm trying to have a good time.
Not that you have a good time? By starting a fist fight between them?
Kind of.
All right.
If we're in The Sims, yeah. I'm there for the drama, baby.
In The Sims, yes. In The Sims. However, if I'm looking at this through a real life lens, I gotta say you're the asshole because you intentionally flirted.
That's fair. I think that's fair.
Okay, fine.
Get off my back, dude. All right, I didn't find the one I wanted, but this one's good too.
Okay.
Am I the asshole for dying on Christmas? For dying on Christmas, right? I didn't even think about that.
How could you not think about that?
I don't know.
This was written by Sierra's aunt.
No, don't do that. Right after I gave birth to my twins. First of all, it's not Christmas, it's Winterfest. Let's just say that right off the bat.
Your aunt?
Who is Christmas? We don't know her in The Sims. Yeah. We know Winterfest. We know Father Clement Frost.
Clement Frost.
Who honestly is a sick bitch.
He's a freak.
Fucks my Sims hard.
He fucks hard.
Dude, the way that Clement Frost wants to he is the horniest Sim in all of my Sims games. You're sick for that, Santa? You're sick. Okay. Me, female, young adult, and my male, young adult husband.
You ever have a husband?
My husband.
That's my husband.
That's my husband. Has been together since I moved to San Myshuno.
Mm-hmm. San Myshuno.
That's it. He was my neighbor and we hit it off great. I don't understand how these people have neighbors because all my neighbors in all my Sims games are fugly as hell. Fugly. And I'm not trying to be a dick.
But you're fucking ugly.
But you're fugly. And okay, they're either fugly
and your
or
they're is gross.
Or
and
they're
mean.
married.
Oh.
They're all married with families.
What, the Eliza pancakes?
Okay, Bob. Okay. Okay, Bob and Eliza. Your marriage is honestly a joke, but you keep having so many fucking kids. What's the deal with all your children?
What's the deal with your pancakes?
The pancakes always have like triplets or fucking twins in all of my saves. You can see where I live right now, where Layla grew up, Elle's mom, grew up right across the street from the pancakes. And they were fucking breeding like rabbits.
Well,
but they hate each other. Eliza was always cheating.
She was.
And so was Bob.
Listen, designer.
Yeah.
She,
of course,
was redoing the roomies' house and was trying to freaking get with all three of the roomies.
Okay. Who are the roomies? Remind me.
The roomies are, I don't remember their first names, but there's two, it's very Three's Company. There's two girls and a guy, and the girls are like fighting over the guy. And Dee came in and was like, matter of fact, y'all are going to fight over me.
How about this? What do you think about this?
Yeah.
God, I can't wait to play The Sims more. Because I think I do too much and I don't like get into the lore of the town. And I want to get into the town.
If you want to get into lore, you got to watch Plumbella.
I'm going to. I absolutely
because she went into a like.
All right, sure, I'll have this other one. Are you going to?
No, you got it.
Okay, fine.
Olive Specter being a murderer because she had a baby with the Grim Reaper. Yeah.
Well, I've tried to have a baby several times with the Grim Reaper, and it doesn't work for me.
Well, I think it's just because the Sims team created Olive Specter and created that storyline, so
I don't know who you're talking about.
That's why you gotta get in. You gotta get into the lore.
I got to. Well, I also
get
the hell into the lore. I don't have all the packs, and
That's
so
fair.
I need to get all the packs. The one I didn't get, and I'm afraid to get, is Strangerville. Because they have the people that walk around.
yeah.
Like fucking.
Yeah.
Like that.
Yeah. Well, that one has.
I don't love that.
That one I think has nervous subject in it, who is Grim Reaper's son.
Shut the hell up. You know the Grim Reaper is...
He was living with the Beakers and the Beakers were
beautiful babies. I've seen his babies. They're beautiful.
We're testing on him.
What?
They were running experiments on him on nervous subject. They were like keeping him in a dungeon.
There's too much lore and I need to know about it. Okay. All right. I'll go look. Okay. We're in my Shuno.
Say my Shuno.
My Shuno.
Not your Shuno.
My Shuno. He was my neighbor and we hit it off great. After making our relationship official, he moved in and tried to have our first kid immediately. But because he wanted to woohoo, we lost our son. I'm assuming that means... I'm confused. Maybe just because there wasn't a try for baby, there was just a woohoo. Why son? Doesn't make sense.
Did someone take your son away?
Maybe.
I'm confused.
I'm very confused by that.
Consider me confused.
I could be a little bit confused.
I think maybe I don't know what's happening.
I think maybe I don't know what the fuck is going on. So we worked hard and moved to a bigger apartment. I unknowingly got pregnant and I told my husband. He was more excited than I was. We had a baby shower and got married before I gave birth to my little girl and boy. Tweets.
Looks like you found your son after all.
Oh. But then on Christmas Day, I got a little too playful, which turned into hysteria.
She got too silly.
I thought my God would save me, but they weren't watching me. Jason was on a murder spree again.
Oh, God.
If you have one of the violence
mods,
Jason's in your game, and he just goes fucking nuts and murders people. It's actually crazy. Anyways, I laughed way too hard and I died.
Happy happening sometimes.
I feel bad for just leaving him with 2 infants, but I don't think it's my fault. I left him with some really nice gifts for Christmas. Should I let him release my soul into the netherworld? Am I the asshole?
Honestly, I've been through childbirth with a single. I don't know how I feel about childbirth with a twinsy. If I got so silly I died, release me to the netherworld. I obviously wasn't made.
My part.
I wasn't made for this one.
This is not the asshole. You gave him the best, most precious gift on earth, and then you made your leave. Your job here is done.
That's exactly what I just said.
Not the asshole. If you really care so much, he can make ambrosia and bring you back. You were having fun. It's not your fault. He's the fun bully.
Oh my God.
Dude, I'm just trying to have a good time and die of laughter.
You ever just want to die?
Full stop. That's it. Do you?
Do you ever just want to die? You ever just want to get silly and die?
Tell me the truth. All right, I really want to find this one because it was really funny. Ugh. Come on, you
get silly. Get silly. Isn't that a song?
Yeah, it sure is.
Get silly.
Ooh, this is one that's... You're a bitch for this. What if I do this?
Sometimes Birdie and I will walk around stores like the grocery store or Rural King, which happens to be the store that his country accent gets real fucking thick in. And then I'll just start doing 90s, not 90s, early 2000s dances. Like I'll start Dougieing or I'll start stanky legging.
You do the hurricane. What's the hurricane one?
She moves her body like a cyclone.
That's it.
Yeah. Or what's that called? The one where the Bernie.
Oh.
Yeah.
That was fun.
We just trade off and on.
It's really good. And he's like, I don't know what that means.
No, he does. He does dances too.
Attaboy.
He knows them. He watched his older brothers do.
Am I the asshole for forcing 6 strangers to be in my own personal Love is Blind episode? Maybe this will be the one we end on. Because I had one that I really liked and I can't find it. Did I save it? Hold on.
Get silly. Get silly.
I didn't save it. Anyways, the whole thing was she cheated with Kyle Kyleson and they were like, are you kidding me? Of course you're not the asshole. It's Kyle Kyleson.
Kyle Kyleson is a fucking freeloading motherfucker.
But he's got great genes. He produces beautiful babies.
Well,
Kyle Kyleson, if you like blondes, which I mean.
One time I was at a wedding, and maybe I told this story. Maybe I didn't because I felt bad, and now I've just wanted to let a little time go. But one time I was shooting a wedding, and the best man gave a speech, and I walked up to him after, and I was like, that was the most Kyle speech I've ever heard in my life. And he goes, I don't know if that's a good thing or not. And I'm like, I don't know. Honestly, probably not.
But just know, that's what I think.
If someone were to picture Kyle, it would have been you doing what you just did up there.
Oh, shit, that's funny. Okay. I, female, young adult, am a huge fan of the show Love is Blind. I've been looking for my Mr. Right, but honestly, most of the guys in my town are fugly and have bad personality traits, or they're married. So true.
All the good ones are taken.
It's so true. And they have kids. And it's like, I'm not trying to break up a happy home, but I will if you want me to. Whatever. I heard some guys moved into New Crest, but they're very reclusive. I saw the house they live in, but never have seen anyone leaving, and no one new shows up at the bars. It was the day after New Year's, and my resolution was to get a boyfriend. So what am I to do?
You know what? Get a better resolution. You're the asshole for that resolution. Alone.
Come on, you could have upped a skill, you stupid idiot.
Don't make it about a man.
I'm just kidding. So I decided, since they won't come out, I'm just going to go over there and, well, technically, I think it says get a significant other. So it could have been a girlfriend, and that's your loss on that. But yeah, that's who am I?
Everyone's so mad that Brady's a guy.
I know.
I said at the beginning, I go, the only way that we're going to get through this whole me not being with a woman thing is you being Corey's brother.
Truly?
Honestly?
Because I tell Corey, I've shown him before, I was like, there's a thing that says something about bisexuals and their boyfriends and being like, oh, because they all have boyfriends. And then there's a girl that stitched it and she's like, yeah, and he's my baby girl. He's my sweet princess. He's my, like, sweet baby girl. And I showed Corey and I was like, this is you, babe. This is you. You're my sweet princess.
You're my sweet bitch.
When I do face mask, who do you think is laying right beside me doing this fucking face mask? Who do you think is we're pampering each other? Mm-hmm. He is baby girl more than I am baby girl, okay? And
that's my passenger princess.
And he fucking knows it. And he knows it. And he knows it. So just know that, okay, about them. They might look hard. They're soft as fuck.
I literally just said that to him today because his thing is he goes, I'm bricked up all the time. I'm so hard all the time. And I'm like, you couldn't be softer.
You're soft.
For someone who says they're so hard, you're so soft. Mm-hmm. And he goes, don't tell people that. Don't tell people that I'm soft. And I'm like, don't be soft then. I don't know what to tell you.
What do you mean? Blah, 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 blah. Here we go. So I decided since they won't come out, I'm just going to go over there and introduce myself. Sure enough, they're all sitting home on the couch. So she just goes to a random house with a bunch of fucking bachelors.
Okay.
I guess.
They're all just sitting down.
And they're all wearing these stupid fucking paper bags on their heads. What the fuck? Do you have the eco lifestyle?
No.
Okay, well, if you do, at first I was so confused, but they told me that they voted to wear paper bags on their head as part of the We Wear Bags action plan to show their support for the eco lifestyle. So that's like a supportive thing. And there's one person, I think his name is Jeb Harris. I think he ends up being a teen when you first start out, but then he becomes older and he wears a bag on his head all the time. You never know what Jeb looks like, but he's actually so hot under that bag. And then if you have babies with Jeb, beautiful babies.
Do they come out with a bag head?
No. I don't know. I've never had babies with them, but I have seen other people have babies with Jeb.
Interesting.
Jed?
I feel weird about the name Jeb.
Well,
leave it in the comments below.
How do you feel about Jeb?
How do you feel about Jeb?
Hey, that's because we live near Amish Town in Ohio.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, it feels rude.
You know who Jeb is if we say that. And you know what he looks like.
Your name feels like I'm being mean.
We're not. We're being culturally correct.
Isn't there a Jeb Bush? Like, isn't what's his name? George W. Bush? Doesn't he have a brother named Jeb? I think so.
Hang on. I gotta look up George W. Bush's brothers.
I think George Bush had kids named George W. and Jeb. Like, you fully said, this one is going to be Junior and this one is going to be Jeb.
Bush. Brother
Bush. What? Does he look like a Jeb?
There's a Jeb Bush, there's a Marvin Bush, and there's a Neil Bush. Jeb is weirdly hey, am I the asshole if I'm kind of attracted to the Bush kids?
The Bush brothers?
I'm not gonna lie.
Hey, we're with Bush brothers, you know what I mean?
George W., I know, is a fucking piece of shit for certain things.
For his politics and his policies.
I'm into him. But is it weird that on a surface level, he reminds me of kind of a dipshit. But like a handsome dipshit.
He reminds me if a monkey got to become a person. Run the world.
This is his brother.
Oh, of course.
I'm into him.
That's Jeb.
Jeb
looks like he would give me a ticket.
I'm afraid of him, but I'm also
slightly over the line. Jeb looks like he would come up to my house.
By the way, when I say I'm into him, he's 70 years old. But he's 6'3". He's 6'3".
Oh, damn. He looks like he's going to come to your house for the HSA with a ruler and tell you your grass is just a 1/4 inch too high.
I'm into it. Look at fucking George W. Tell me that's not a lovable monkey.
That's a school. You scrolled too far.
What about this man? Look at him.
I'm telling you.
He's so silly. Did you ever see when they were talking to him about, like...
He Freaky Friday'd with an ape and then ran the country. That's not... I think we don't talk about that enough.
Did you ever see... when he was talking about politics, and he was like, essentially, he's like, yeah, that's fucked up. They're interviewing him while he's golfing, and he was like, this is really bad, and I hate all of that. Now watch me hit the shit. Fucking cracks up. I'm like, I don't want to like you, but I kind of fucking respect that. A white man? No. It's so funny to me, and I'll never get over when he was like zoomed out, funny as fuck. When he was like, I always say to Corey, I know it's a saying down in Tennessee. It's a saying in Texas. Maybe it's a saying down in Tennessee. Fool me once, shame on you. And fool me can't get fooled again.
Fool me can't get fooled again. Fool me 3 times, shame on you.
It's never not funny. Oh, he's so fucking silly.
The fact that J. Cole sampled that in his song is so hysterical.
It's so silly.
It's so, you know what? I'm feeling so silly, I might fuck around and die right now.
I honestly have hysteria right now. I can fuck around with hysteria right now.
Which is so misogynistic again.
Do you know what hysteria? Do you know what?
Yeah, we talked about it the one time with the dancing one, I think.
Mm-hmm. Because the name is after
uterus.
Histoma uterus.
Nice to meet you.
Histoma uterus. What the fuck happened today? Okay, the paper bags are over your head. Cool.
I forgot.
Here we are. We're back. I know we got too silly with the Bush kids.
We're back and our bush got bigger.
Pretty face, but it's under a bag. This gave me an idea.
Sorry, that was very good.
Thank you. This gave me an idea, though. I could reenact an episode of my favorite reality TV show. I decided to chat with all of them, see who flirts back and who has the most similar interests, and then whoever I match with the best, I'd invite over later and see their face for the first time.
Love is Blind.
It was foolproof. Isn't that smart?
I get it. I was like, how are they going to do Love is Blind?
That's what I'm saying. Maybe we do like a Love is Blind one sometime, an episode.
Oh, and Sims.
Oh, no.
I was like, I know what you look like. We look like. And I also know. Are we going to see if we can pick out the right brother?
Their heights are so different.
They really are.
They got different builds.
Like, 2 of them I'm going to eliminate immediately.
It's the truth.
And they're twins.
They're twins.
You're going to have the toughest time.
Honestly, one time, because somebody was like, oh my God, is that Corey's twin? And like, yes, I know that they all look similar. If you saw Corey's twin, you would literally think it was Corey. Like, their faces are so, if you are not around them every day, you Like, they are identical twins.
Yeah.
In a very identical way that my daughter gets confused and thinks that Uncle Zachy is her dad sometimes. Yeah. So
I can really, when they both are like the same.
Yeah. Like if they have the same like facial hair and stuff.
Yes.
And yeah.
The only way I can tell is their voices.
Mm-hmm. So I've been drinking with them before, having a good time, and I've gone up behind Zach and like come around him, and then been like, "Wow, it's
not mine,
Zach, not you,
definitely not you."
Which also Zach's girlfriend Carrie has done the same thing before to Corey. So we're like, yeah, sisters, we get it. Okay, so. Sister cousins, here we go. I decided to chat to all of them, see who flirts back. Okay, blah, blah, blah. I'd invite over later. It was foolproof. Okay, we're here now. We get it. I matched up with a guy named Arthur. Red flag. He's an aardvark. He's got a sister who fucking sucks. I've seen you on PBS.
Your best friend's a bunny. I almost said banana.
You say beaver. I was like, nope.
No.
You got it.
No. I love the name
Arthur. Arthur's cute.
Artie?
I would call him Artie. Yeah, Artie. 100%.
Come on,
so
dude.
Cute. And when I invited him over, I realized how handsome he was. We flirted all night, went on a date after my exams, and he agreed to be my boyfriend. But I do feel bad for flirting with his 5 roommates.
Oh, that's fine.
That's dating,
you
babe.
know how last one, she was the asshole because she intentionally flirted with her fiance's friend?
You're not.
You weren't with anybody. You can flirt with everybody. There's no
rules. Guidelines. I just almost threw up. There's no. The conversation that day got totally awkward, and I knew I was making people uncomfortable. Am I the asshole for acting interested in all of them when we were all in the same room? Should I ask all of them to just be friends so I can clear my conscience?
If that'll make you feel better, you can. But
and then someone said, I love forcing strangers into all kinds of Hunger Games / Big Brother / A Shot at Love kinds of things. So no, you're not the asshole. But please do your future kids a favor and don't cheat on anyone. I heard it's hereditary. Because I think that's a non-committal trait that could be passed.
Oh, yeah, non-committal being a trait.
Sure.
Yeah.
Not the asshole. Look, they voted for the bags. It's not your fault you couldn't see their faces. Yeah. And how are you supposed to find a boyfriend without interacting with all of them? That's called dating.
How are you supposed to know that they didn't change positions? Maybe you thought you were talking to the same person the whole time. They all had bag heads.
Truly. What am I supposed to do? Where's Kyle? There. I found it.
You found the Kyle Kyleson? The finale. The finale.
Am I the asshole?
Sorry. The finale. The finale. Oh, is it finale?
I think I forgot what the context was, but it starts out, am I the asshole for not considering my wife's affair child to be my son?
Ouch. Okay.
I originally said this in another subreddit, but I wanted more opinions. I, male, adult, had a daughter with my wife, female, adult, and it was good for the most part. Raising our daughter was actually the best thing that ever happened to me, seeing as I am extremely family-oriented. Heard. However, things began to change when my wife started hanging around with Kyle Kyleson. I didn't think much of it.
Big problem.
Big problem.
Big problem.
I didn't think much of it since she was loyal for the first 2 stages of our daughter's life, but eventually they started getting too close. My wife ended up pregnant with his baby, a son. I knew it was his. I knew it was his, but she tried to convince me that it was mine. However, when the child came out, he was 100% not mine. I, my wife, and my daughter all have brown hair. However, quote, our son had blonde hair. Sound familiar? Kyle. So I denied him and I refused to become his legal guardian. When he reached child stage, he started calling me dad, and I quickly shut that down.
So sad.
So sad. There are people, by the way, who comment on these who don't know that it's a Sims thread, and you could really tell because they're like, you're a fucking piece of shit.
Yeah. Although we did have an Am I the Asshole that was like that.
I know, it kind of was. That's fucked up. Explaining that I'm not his father and I don't want to be his father.
Oh, ouch.
I told him Kyle was his biological father, and that's who he should be calling dad.
Spoiler alert.
Which, I mean, I do get that.
Kind of a drifter.
I do get it. He is a drifter. But like, if it's your kid, it's your kid. Yeah. I think it's better for the kid to know who their DNA is. Like, you can say, I'll help raise you, but he should know who your dad is. Well, no to calling you dad, because he should know who his dad is.
But he also said, I don't want to be your dad, and I'm not gonna.
Yeah, I refuse to become your, because he's got a dad. He does have a dad.
Sometimes maybe Kyle doesn't want to stay. He was a Rolling Stone.
We'll see. We'll see. Apparently, this made him cry, and my wife and daughter got extremely angry at me, explaining that he's just a kid and her mistake should not affect him. Am I the asshole? And then they said, you're not the asshole. I get you're upset, but come on. It was Kyle Kyleson, for llama's sake. Nobody could resist that guy. I say you woohoo with Kyle Kyleson to make things even with your wife. Yep. Maybe even turn on pregnancy for him. And then you have your own affair baby.
You have your own Kyle Kyleson baby.
And then
then he has 2 kids that he's neglecting from you guys.
Hell yeah. A comment under that said, this is the way. Then those 2 half-siblings can spend a good chunk of their time fighting about who got more of Kyle Kyleson's handsome looks. Hooray for the sibling rivalry. The next comment said, info, you let him crash at your house for a stay over, didn't you? That's how this all started. In any event, yeah, you're the llama, but only because you didn't kick wifey and her affair baby to the curb sooner. Let them go stay with that bum Kyle while the kid was still an infant.
Jesus.
People got a lot of they have thoughts about Kyle Kyleson.
Well, I'll tell you what, that person right there, also his wife had a baby with Kyle Kyleson. That's what that reads.
That's so true.
Kyle Kyleson also had your bastard baby.
This one said, you are the asshole for not also having an affair with Kyle Kyleson. This is why I, male, young adult, stay single and have multiple kids with different moms. I now have 16 kids. About 5 of them are boys and the rest are girls. And I pay child support and have them over for weekend stays.
Holy hell.
I tried that one time and I felt like a piece of shit. I tried a challenge where I was a male, like, townie sim, and I wanted to just fuck.
I never want to be a male sim.
Me neither, but this was like a one thing. I was like, maybe I'll just impregnate the whole town, see where my seed spreads. And I felt like such a piece of shit.
Yeah.
But if that's something you're interested in, maybe we'll do it. Maybe it'll be like a fun little thing, I guess. Help, I didn't realize what sub I was on, but you are the asshole for not sleeping with Kyle Kyleson. I mean, look at him. You're so right. After seeing this reply, this is from the original poster, I woohooed with Kyle Kyleson myself, leaving my wife in shambles.
Sounds like a 3-ways.
This says, is he pregnant? We need to know. And then the OP says, yes, everyone here is invited to our baby shower.
You know what? What a beautiful ending to that story.
That's what I'm saying.
Now there's no assholes.
There can't be. Not the asshole. You should get yourself abducted by aliens and get pregnant so she knows how this all feels. And I think the last one is, no wonder your wife cheated with Kyle Kyleson. Apparently you're not even half the man he is. You're the asshole. Man up and be a dad.
Oh my God, the aggression. The aggression.
Some of them take it so seriously. It's so funny.
So seriously. Could you imagine just waking up, getting on the Sims subreddit and being like, I want to fight some people today. I want to imaginary tell some people off.
Are you yelling at me right now?
What a way to do it, though. That actually sounds so fun.
So fun.
Yeah. I call people an asshole openly. Just,
you're fucking bitch, dude.
Open asshole.
Get your aggression out with those open assholes.
Hell yeah. That's your homework, everybody.
Play The Sims and get your aggressions out. If you have someone you hate in your life, drown them in a pool or whatever. I don't know.
Light them on fire or whatever.
Make them get too silly on Christmas.
Hell yeah.
Or whatever.
Oh. Well, we hope you guys had a silly, goofy time with us, but not too silly.
No, don't get too silly.
Don't ever get too silly. That's what we want you to know. But that's that on Sims assholes.
We want you to take a good look at your Sims assholes today.
Have you hugged your Sims asshole today?
You should.
We love you so much. Thank you for hanging out, everyone. We will see you next week.
All right.
We're out.
Goodbye.